in traffic. So we'll recess for about 5 to 10 minutes until they appear. Appreciate your patience if you're participating by Zoom. We'll recess now. Thank you. All right, Day, we can go back on the recording out of recess.
We are good to go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Again, welcome to the August 1st meeting of the South Coast Air Quality Management District Hearing Board. We got one matter on the agenda, a consent calendar. I'm acting as chair today. The chair is absent, and in his place, alternate Dr. Slaughter is sitting. And she needs to be sworn in, I believe, for her new term as the engineer alternate. So the clerk could do that now.
Okay. If you would just raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Maria Williams Slaughter,
During such times as I hold the above office,
during such times as I hold the above office,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got it? Welcome, Dr. Slaughter, again. Appreciate your service. So we have one matter on the agenda, Walnut Creek Energy LLC, number 6230-3. As usual, if anyone is on the Zoom, the instructions include *6 to toggle mute, unmute, *9 to raise your hand. At this point, anyone who wants to comment on matters not on the agenda, but within our purview can do so. I see no one in the audience wishing to do that. Day, do you see anyone raising their hand right now to make a comment on matters not on the agenda that you can tell?
No hands raised.
All right, thank you.
No
Okay,
problem.
then we'll proceed to the short variance consent request. We've got some exhibits that we'd like to mark. Clerk just ran away, so let's see, this would be a walnut. Well, I guess we'll take these as coming from the So I was just about to say, Madam Clerk, should we take these documents as coming from the district? Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. Okay, so we've got looks like 3, right? We have a stipulation. That would be number 1. We have a declaration of George Pianti. Call that number 2. The proposed order, number 3. And then we have 2 sets of email communications, email threads. One generated by Mr. Balakapan's question. Would that be yes, hearing board 1, and then one generated by Dr. Carlsbad's question. That'll be hearing board 2. All right. The one, Greg Wolf, is the top of it, was responding to a question that Dr. Slaughter raised, I believe. Yes, that'll be hearing board 2. Okay. So this is a consent calendar item. We can incorporate the material in the stipulation, declaration, and proposed order. But we do have to incorporate that into a finding of the 6 findings, I should say. Does anyone want to start the deliberation?
Yeah, I can start, Mr. Chair.
I think this facility actually came before us in May. If you see the 6230-2, they had asked for regular variance because they were for the same five turbines. They had a condition that limiting their NOx during startup, so they applied to get submit the application to get that amended. So now it looks like one of the five, the turbine number fours, got damaged, supercore the bearing got overheated, so they need to replace it with another similar, not similar, identical supercore, but that is not listed in the what they call the site fleet. I guess recently, I think it's a recent thing where those supercores are listed with the dates and this supercore that they want to put in with serial number 878-160, I'm sorry, it's a spare supercore 878-187, which is in their Carlsbad facility. They want to bring it and replace that with for unit turbine number 4 and take the one that is currently there for repair. So they have a deadline today to file with the LISO, the Resource Adequacy Plan, so they can adequately tell the LISO operators that they have the capability in case of on demand, they can operate all turbines. So it's sort of critical that we make a decision today, and then they can then update their plan with the LISO and really. If I may add in, I have personally been to this facility about maybe 6 years ago, and I actually approved them to replace the identical. At that time, there was not the requirement, none of us were listed on the permit, so as long as it was considered identical, and Rule 219 at that time allowed it. I believe 219 was changed recently, which says it doesn't apply to a Title V facility. So I'm guessing that's why they listed this in the permit, all the supercores with the serial number. So that's the situation, but I think they have to meet. They've upgraded their control system, as we heard from the last hearing, so they'll meet the 2.5 ppm NOx, which is a very low standard. And then, but I think rightfully, I think the district is allowing them up to 25 ppm just in case they can meet it with the supercore. So if they do exceed the 2.5, they will have a SAMS that will monitor that, and that will be considered excess emission. But the limit is 25. The district in the proposed condition, if they exceed 25, then they have to shut down. So and I think everything is well laid out in the proposed finding. So I don't see. I think I easily make the 6 findings necessary to grant the short variance that they're requesting.
Okay. Any further comments from any board members or questions?
No, I agree with Mr. Balagopalan's assessment of the 6 findings, and it's well laid out here in this findings and decisions document.
Okay. I did neglect to ask if there was anybody in the public who wanted to comment or testify on this particular case, and see no one in the audience. Madam Clerk or Dee, do you show anyone with a hand raised on the video?
No one online with raised hands.
All right, great. Then I'll entertain a motion.
I can make a motion. So in the matter of Walnut Creek Energy LLC, case number 6230-3, I move that we grant a short variance commencing today, which is August, is it 1st, 2024, and continuing through 90 days, or until the damaged supercore is repaired, whichever comes first. And this would be a variance for the following district rules: 203B, 2004F, 3002C, and from permit conditions E448.3 of Title V facility number 146536 for gas equipment, gas turbine unit 4, device number D19. And the facility is located at, let me just confirm this, 911 Bixby Drive in the City of Industry, California. And the conditions of the variance shall be set forth as in this findings and decisions document with the conditions and orders listed.
Just had a minor amendment. I think Probably the proposed findings should reflect that Mr. Ali is not here present today and Dr. Maria is sitting in the alternate, just a minor thing. And
Accept it
then-
as a friendly amendment.
Yeah, and just this is, it's they didn't list it, but it's 2004 F1 and 3002 C1.
Okay, and then if we can then reflect Dr. Maria Slaughter is present as well.
Right.
Mhm. And me as chair.
And yes, and Mr. Pearman as chair.
Any second?
I'll second.
Okay, she beat you to it. Well,
Good.
any further discussion? Not a call a question. Mr. Peralta,
Aye.
Dr. Abraham,
Aye.
Dr. Slaughter,
Aye.
Mr. Bolikapon.
Aye.
And I too vote aye. So the matter is granted 5-0. And that's the end of the agenda today. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.